Here's T-Bone and Heather on Star 98.3 and 97.7 The Bay.
12 minutes after 7 o'clock, 7:12. It's Friday. You know what that means.
Here's Johnny.
Hello, my friend.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see ya.
Good to be here.
So,
Good to be seen.
A new movie out, and this takes me back to the days of Saturday morning cartoons. I didn't watch it, but my sister watched it all the time. Big movie this weekend. Is it the Smurfs? Is that the big movie?
Yeah. Of the three that come out, I'd say that's the biggest one is Smurfs, and it's a musical version. I guess you could call it that. Rihanna and John Goodman are the two stars.
Okay.
And they've done several Smurfs movies recently. They've also done Trolls movies, which I think really took the place of the Smurfs.
I gotcha, yeah.
You can kind of tell that with this because they've changed the Smurfs into more of something that resembles the Trolls.
Okay.
But it just seems like this was not a lot went into it. Like usually with these you can tell, like, is this going to be a movie that everybody's going to love when it comes to animated movies,
right?
That everybody's going to love, or is, a lot of times when something gets bashed critically, it's because that only kids will love it. And guess what? It's a kids movie, so cool.
Okay.
But this, I just, even the songs are kind of there's no energy to them. Like there's no pull. Like I could see kids fidgeting around in their seats in the theater.
Boy,
that's not good.
So
if you can't hold the kids, you're done.
Right, and it makes sense because I was surprised how little marketing there's been for this.
Yeah.
There's been a little bit here and there, but nothing major, and it's boring a little bit.
Oh,
I guess that's the best way I can put it. Is it's a little bit boring. And it's got all these grandiose ideas where the Smurfs are going through multiverses. There's live action. There's animation. They're trying to save Papa Smurf.
Sure.
And, there's if your kids really like music and singing, I'm sure they'll find something to like in it. But really, I was surprised by how it's. And again, it's one of those movies that's I don't want to say it's bad. It's just meh.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's just me. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, so what else is coming out to compete?
Well, I Know What You Did Last Summer is coming out.
Yes, that's right.
Just a quick aside, this whole thing is going to be very confusing in 30 years.
How is that what it is? 30 years that since the first movie
Well,
came
what
out?
I'm saying is this whole thing that they've been doing recently is going to be very confusing in 30 years.
Oh,
I don't know if
gotcha.
you've noticed this, but there's been a trend of making sequels or soft reboots that just share the same name as the original. Like it used to be you never titled something the same as something that's already come out. But,
right.
I guess it's been about 10 years now, but when Scream 6 or 7, whatever came out, they just titled it Scream.
Right.
And now we have a bunch of movies like that have come out that are just the same title. So I Know What You Did Last Summer. It is 30 years. That came out in 98.
Wow.
So 27 years.
It's every bit of 30, right?
And, it was actually it was a good movie. It was fun. The only thing I didn't like about it is and usually I'm pretty good with suspension of disbelief.
Right.
I understand that not everything is going to be devoid of plot holes and things like that, but the situation around the first movie was so unique. Group of teenagers goes out, they hit somebody in their car when they're out drinking. They don't want to get in trouble, so they just throw the body in the woods and they go about their way and make a pact to never talk about it again.
Okay.
Pretty singular thing, right?
Sure. Right.
So this movie takes a stance of that happening again in the same town, and because
Really?
it's so similar, they have to go back to two of the people from the original.
So they're just kind of shoehorning that in there.
Yeah, it's like if you're going to talk about a monster coming back and then killing people the same way, okay, that makes sense.
So they're remaking the movie.
Essentially, but not. Like they're remaking the movie, but also keeping things from the original. It's
John, has Hollywood run out of ideas?
Not stupid ones.
I think Hollywood is not. I don't think they've run out of ideas. I think they've run out of bravery. I think
there's no confidence. There's no.
They don't take chances. Like,
look at last week, Superman. It's been done. I know you loved it, John, but it's been done before, and it's like
like in the mid-'70s, somebody strolled into a studio somewhere and said, "So we got this thing called Star Wars."
Yeah.
And the studios rolled the dice on it. We got this thing. Well, here's the deal. I don't think you understand. This is a really big shark.
Yeah.
Right.
And but those films, I don't think they just get made. They just don't want to. They don't seem to want to plow a new field. They just want to keep growing the same crop.
I thought the same way for a very long time, and then I started to realize that it's actually our fault because they do.
Nothing's my fault.
I know. It's my fault is what I meant.
Right.
They do release unique, creative, not been done before.
And we never go see it
every once in a while.
Yeah.
And it tanks every time. And
we don't go see them.
True.
Because
that is true.
Like we love sitting. The royal. All of us love sitting here and say, "Oh, Hollywood's got no ideas. We need to have something fresh." And then something comes out, and it's funny because we. I don't know if it's laziness or maybe it's just frugality. We don't want to spend the money at the theater, but you'll see these movies and they tank horribly at the box office.
Like, we don't want to take the risk.
Right,
Not Hollywood, we don't.
Then when they hit Netflix or Prime Video,
they're
number
through the
one
roof
for 48 weeks.
Right.
I think that people are just concerned about, okay, well then that begs another question. Is it that their recreational dollar is so limited and precious that they're not, and the time also, they got, hey, the only night they have off is Friday night. Let's go do something Friday night.
Yeah.
And then they're not going to take a chance on something that might be terrible.
Right. Like they know that if you go to a Marvel movie or if you go to a remake, you know what you're getting. It's a known quantity.
Right.
It's like going to a restaurant and ordering something you've never had before. There's always that
right. You go to the restaunt, and you always order the
on
number
date
7.
night, you go to the sure thing.
Right.
Exactly. So, and I think that's, now
maybe that's it.
Hollywood also doesn't.
We've solved another world problem.
We need to go north about 45 minutes to DC.
I agree.
Right.
Keep solving these problems.
So, what's the third movie coming out?
The third movie is Eddington, which I hate weeks when I have to be negative all the way throughout. But this is Pedro Pascal and Joaquin Phoenix, and they play a small town mayor and a small town sheriff. I've
heard nothing of this.
Yeah, it's Ari Aster is the director. He did Midsummer. Wow, totally blanked on it. And Hereditary and a couple other movies like this. So he's kind of a
spooky guy.
Like a spooky guy, but like an artsy, spooky guy that gets a lot of respect from critics and things like that. This is going to be one of those movies that you look at Rotten Tomatoes or something and you see Rotten Tomatoes critic score 99%.
Wow.
Audience score 3%.
Oh.
Because it is
okay.
And these are the bane of my existence because movies like this just are not easy to follow. They're not fun to watch. They're not entertaining. They're not exciting.
They miss all the points.
But people, intellectuals, and everybody out there can't see the air quotes that I was doing, love watching these and saying, "Well, you just didn't get the subtext of the environmental, sociological difference."
Oh,
it's like,
gosh,
no.
yes. I just want to be entertained.
The lilies represent our existence.
Right. I don't want an appendix to enjoy a movie. Yeah. So,
right.
And there was just not much at all. Even with Pedro Pascal
He's
and Joaquin
huge,
Phoenix.
yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix, he can be give or take for me, but Pedro Pascal is always good, and even with him in it, I couldn't find much of anything to like in it.
Wow. Right. Did you see the movie with Pedro Pascal and
Nicolas Cage?
Oh my gosh, what was that called?
The unbearable weight of fame.
Massive talent.
Massive talent.
I'm telling you, that movie, I took a chance on that, because Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal, it was really good.
It was.
I liked it. It was like an indie out of nowhere. Like, why did these guys get together and do this movie? It was very good.
It reminded me of like Being John Malkovich, not in the plot or anything, but just in the weirdness of it.
Yeah,
like the idea that the people that signed up for something like this.
Yeah, it was really good. So if you want to see a Pedro Pascal this weekend, I would suggest that one.
You mentioned Superman. Did you guys see Superman yet?
My son went to see. I have not seen it. My son went to see it last night. He loved it. Absolutely loved it.
He loved it.
I haven't seen it yet. It is on my to-do list.
Yes.
With about 1,000 other things. But
so if you haven't seen Superman, why do you guys hate America?
We just
What is it about America you hate most?
We just saw Thunderbolts, so we're behind.
Okay,
we're
you're
really
behind.
I did
behind.
like that. I did like
That was
that.
good, right?
I did. I did like that.
Yeah, I did like that
It
a
stayed
lot.
right in its lane where it should be.
Yelena, Florence Pugh, who plays the new Black Widow, she is just
She's
the
great.
gem of the Marvel. I could watch her.
I
David
said-
Harbour
for
is great
hours.
too.
Oh yeah, he's
I
good.
said when
I'm
we were-
the Guardian. Yeah.
When we were watching that, I said to Heather, I said, she's going to be a huge star.
She is huge.
And I know
now.
she's a big star now, but I mean, like, I guess what I was saying is, like, she's got legs. She can go for, like, I see her doing movies for the next 40
effortless
years.
for her. It's effortless, and she creates these characters that are just so lovable. If anybody's seen the Hawkeye show, the Disney Plus Hawkeye show, that was her first big role in the MCU. And there's like a 5-minute scene where she walks in and is talking to a character while she's eating mac and cheese out of a pot, and it's hilarious and endearing and wonderful. And I'm like, just seeing that, knowing she can do that with that little material,
Yeah.
it's like
No,
she's
she's
going to be
good.
the best thing of the next phases.
Yeah,
I
she's great.
have seen only 2 episodes of this, but it might turn to go south later on. But the 2 episodes I've seen have been excellent. I would recommend a streaming show called Smoke on Apple TV with
It's interesting.
you know the guy, John, the guy that was in the Kingsman and he played Elton John.
Taron Egerton.
Yes.
Taron Egerton is a firefighter who has
Investigator.
yes, he is an investigator now, but he used to be a firefighter, and he had a terrible situation, and so he has a little bit of stress from that. So they took him off of, actually going in and fighting fires, and now he investigates fires. And
There's a twist.
There's 2 arsonists at work in his town that he's trying to track down.
Right.
I do remember watching a trailer for this quite some time ago.
It's good.
It's good?
And
okay, good.
I
love
watched-
Taron Egerton. He's
I
awesome.
watched Ballard.
Ballard.
Yep,
Okay.
that
That's
was
on Prime Video, yeah?
excellent. It was excellent. A lot of fun. Didn't need to think too much to watch it. It was very good. Gilded Age. We're into Gilded Age too. We're
big
watching
into
that.
Gilded Age, man.
Watching
Now,
Gilded Age.
is that a new Downton Abbey?
It is,
American.
yes, but set
The
here in America.
American
yeah.
version.
It's
Do you put it on the same level? Or on 1 to 10, where's Downton Abbey, where's Gilded Age?
Downton Abbey is 10 and Gilded Age is 8.
Okay.
Yeah. I say, I would
it's
go with
right
that.
there.
This
It's
is
right there.
This is
I
centered
always
in.
loved- Is it the 20s like that?
Well, it's
Is that our
centered in
Gilded
America,
Age?
turn of the century.
Turn of the century.
This guy is, there's several families, but it's, they're all on Fifth Avenue, New York. These giant,
The Astors, the Gettys.
they're real people,
Yeah.
people.
Okay.
Set, those families. The
Rothschilds.
Exactly, right. And it's that whole circle of money and
new money versus old money.
and there's this new
I loved that whole thing.
Yeah.
there's this new family that has built this just unbelievably ostentatious.
They're supposed to be the Vanderbilts. That's
and
what they're
they
taking it
are.
from.
He's a railroad magnate, and
Railroad
brother, can you lend me a dime? So he's built these unbelievable railroads, and he's got more money than everybody, and they are throwing it around hard.
Yeah.
I've always loved that period in America, like the Great Gatsby type. Old money versus new money. Like, darling, and
You'd
everybody's
like
doing
it.
the jitterbug.
You should
and-
watch it. You should watch.
It's again, it's like a soap opera. Look, if you sat down in season 3, somebody had it on, you're watching, like, why are you watching?
I'm
this?
sure
It's
I'll watch a
ridiculous.
few episodes because I know what's going to happen right now. My wife Angela is listening.
Oh, she's in.
She is probably already now put it on her queue.
I'm going to let you in on a secret. She's probably already on season 3.
She just hasn't
She's
told
probably
you.
always
She
been
would've told
watching
me.
this.
She would have told me, but she always takes your recommendations, and she's probably already put it on the queue. So while I will never sit down and say, well, let's watch this together, I will catch a few episodes. and I will
Start at the
enjoy it.
beginning.
Right,
You have
start at
to.
the
You
beginning.
got to start at the beginning because otherwise, there's things at play that just aren't going to make
It's a
sense.
Gilded Age, and what streaming service is it on?
HBO. And I will say
Okay.
Department Q on
Oh,
Netflix.
that's excellent.
Department Q
Now
is.
that I haven't even heard of.
Oh my gosh.
That show is excellent.
We're running out of time, but if you've not seen Department Q on Netflix, holy cannoli.
It is.
Watch
Okay.
it. It's awesome.
Well worth a watch.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.